What's up? It's game day. I'm excited. I think everybody should be excited, right? If you're a Niners fan, you're excited. If you're a Giants fan, you're probably not very excited. You're probably not excited at all. Oh my goodness. No, you're probably not too happy. But, that's football, you know. Some teams are just good at some point, and some people aren't. Some teams aren't. Let's just get right into it. Welcome to Niner Cast. I'm Chris. Game preview Niners Giants Thursday Night Football. September 21st, week 3. 49ers home opener. Let's get into the game preview. Start off with the Giants. We'll just go off basically just what I'm thinking is their top players. Obviously, I haven't watched a whole lot of their stuff the last few years outside of like highlights and whatnot. And when you do these videos, you kind of got to prepare yourself a little bit. So you got to do a little homework. So obviously, I know some of the main guys on the team. That goes without saying. As a football fan, top players, you got quarterback Daniel Jones. Obviously, this guy is pretty mobile. Well, this guy had 800 yards rushing last year. Got to look out for that. 49ers have had a problem with mobile quarterbacks, especially during the Shanahan era. Mobile, scrambling, running quarterbacks, should I say. Saquon Barkley. He has been ruled out. He's a good player. That's a player that they would definitely want to have on against this team for sure. He's not going to be there. Sucks for them. Doesn't suck for us, though. Hell of a running back, though. Tight end Darren Waller. I think, I'll go more into him when I go into the keys of victory, but he's with Barkley out, he's probably their best offensive weapon. He's the best receiver target at this point. And I know they have that rookie receiver. I'll get into him as well, Jalen Hyatt. Also got down here for game preview with the Giants. Their starting left tackle and starting left guard are out. So the people filling in, these will be their first NFL starts, I believe. Dude, that's a hell of a way to start your career going against 49ers defense. On the road, hostile environment. RIP. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy. I don't have to talk about our players, do we? Probably not. If you're tuning into this and you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you know everybody on the team. But I'll just go over briefly what I'm seeing so far. I think Brock's been looking good. He's been solid. There was some shit talking going on this week about some of the plays he missed, some of those deep passes he missed. I did a video about that yesterday or the day before. I think he'll bounce back from that. I really do. And but today, I think he needs to capitalize on that. I think he does. If he gets those opportunities, he needs to get them. Brandon Ayuk is questionable for this game. I'd be surprised if he plays. It's a contract year for him, so I know he's going to want to get his touches. That's about the only reason I could see him going in, and the fact that he's been like Iron Man. He hasn't missed football with us much. Dude has been an absolute stud and a workhorse, and the best ability is availability, and he's always been available. If I had to guess, he'd probably play a little bit limited. Maybe a little bit like Kittle has the last 2 weeks, or especially week 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Ayuk didn't play, and I wouldn't be completely surprised whatsoever if he came in and played like half the snaps he normally would. I wouldn't be shocked. He's one of my favorite players. As a fan, I'd like him to be out there. I think it just gives the defense more problems. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. We got Deebo coming off a good week last week. He ran the ball well, had some nice catches. He looks sharp. He looks quick. I think he's gonna have a good year. But I think Ayuk being out there helps him too. because you got to pick your poison with Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel. You know, you're gonna have to double one of those dudes. You're gonna have to do some shit if both of them are out there. So where one goes, the other goes. But if you look at last week when Ayuk was a little banged up, it was the Deebo show in the second half. So I might have just proved myself wrong there. Obviously, we got C-Mac. We'll get into him later. Keys of victory. Obviously, he's the best running back in the league right now. I would say unquestionably. George Kittle. This might be his welcome back to football 2023, George Kittle. I expect a big game from him. We'll talk about him later, too. Fred Warner. See this? I'll try. Let's go, Fred. I think Fred's going to have a big game. He's going to be on Darren Waller. That's bad for Darren Waller. That's good for Fred Warner. But it should be a cool matchup. I'm looking forward to it. I think Fred wins it. I think he's going to have a big day. But that's also stuff we'll get into here in a minute. And we got what I expect maybe to be the return of Bosa. I don't know. I hope so. I'm trying to do his thing. And Funga. And I'd like to see him get some stuff today. Maybe some more picks. Picks are always good. You know, this Giants team is going to be in a really shitty situation. They're really banged up, and they've been struggling. This could be a really, really good game for the 49ers offensive and defensively. I don't know. I mean, a win's a win. It looks good in the stat books, but this could just be a total ass whipping of monumental size. But I have my score prediction at the end, so stick around. Let's get into the keys to victory. I just got done putting out my players of interest, the POIs. If I forgot to mention that at the beginning of Niner Cast today, those are the POIs, player of interest. Now we're moving on to keys to victory. Start off with the defense. We got to contain Daniel Jones. As I said, this guy rushed for over 800 yards last year, right? And I mentioned we've had problems with these guys that can move. Russell Wilson, most notably, and just about every other dude since, including that little dude from Arizona. I don't know if he still plays football, but I don't miss him. I don't think they do either. Well, we'll talk about that dude next week, or the Cardinals anyways. Contain Jones. Let's keep him in the pocket. I don't want to get him outside the pocket. So, last week we were talking about getting push up the middle. I don't want to do that now. We need to come around the edge. We want to push him to the inside. We want to keep him there. So not so much get that push in the middle. We want to come from the sides, man. We want to be flanking. And I believe when I was in high school, I think we called it hook blitz. So the DNs would come around. That'll keep your quarterback where you want him. I think it's called hook. I could be wrong. Yeah, keep him there. You don't want to flush him out. We'd be doing him a service. Let's keep him in there and make him make stupid plays. Make him step up in the pocket, and he'll run right into our line. That's a good, too. And that goes in the next one's pass rush. That's almost the same as the one before, but I want to see Bosa. Now, I know the stats don't always tell the story. I understand that. I played defense. I played linebacker. I played D-end. Even played a little D-tackle in my day. But need to get some sacks, Bosa. Need to get some sacks. Just got to. You got to make yourself known. Make them remember who you are. Defensive Player of the Year. Have they forgotten? Make them remember. I want to remember. Let's do this. I also have The defense is going to be kind of easy, so I don't have a whole lot of notes on it because I don't really think there's going to take much. I have here stop the run. I think I'm probably going to write that every week, but I have stop the run in my notes with a question mark and an LOL. With Barkley down, their current running back is Matt Breida, which we all know who that is, and he had some pretty decent times with us as our running back as well. But let's be honest here, man. This dude is not going to do much here. I expect him to try. And I respect that. Do I think it's going to work? Fuck no, I don't. I don't expect this to work whatsoever. I think this team is going to be running, literally running for its life, not the running back. They're going to be passing a lot. They're going to be going backwards a lot. So that's that. Giants have the league worst 10 sacks. Now, I think they give up 7 of those against the Cowboys. So, 7 in week 1. That must have been 3 last week. But that's we should be having a field day. I want Bosa to get a couple. I want Jackson to get some. I want Kinlaw to get some. I want Hargrave to get some. I want everybody to get some. Get some sacks. If Dallas got 7, I want 8. Let's call it 10 even. Keys to victory for the offense. I literally wrote, we can do anything we want. Do we want to run? We can run. Do we want to pass? We can do it. I think we can just have our way with this team at this point. Be the bully. Sometimes you just got to go in there and whoop some ass. We can go in there and kick the shit out of this team and just get out of there early, man. Just get it over with, kick their ass, and let's go home. Keep everybody healthy. And you know what? If you ever played sports of any kind, man, it's fun. When you're just giving it to another team, dude, there ain't no better feeling. You have like the best night. You have the best next couple of days. You have the best weekend ever. I miss that. That's a fun thing. But my thoughts on what we should probably actually do. Let's run the ball early. Let's get that going. And let's see what the defense is giving us. See what they're offering up. If they're saying, hey, man, we're trying to stop your run, we're looking to let you pass on us, then let's pass. Take advantage of what they are throwing out there. But, as I went to said about earlier, about whooping some ass, running the ball is the ass kicker of all ass kickers. It's demoralizing, and it's wonderful when you get to do it to someone else. It's not fun when it happens to you, but it's fun when you do it to someone else. And you can run the clock down quickly, get out quickly. But if it looks like that's what they're giving us as a pass, man, take it. Next up, CMC, also known as Christian McCaffrey. I'd like to see him get in there early, have fun, but I like to see him get out early, as long as we're in a good, healthy lead, and get these other running backs mixed in. We need to see some Mitchell. We need to see some Mason. This is going to be week 3 that I think I've said that. Let's get these guys in the mix. I don't even think we need to wait till this is out of control. I think we could do this in the first quarter. It's probably be a good time to do it. Juice? Question mark? Kyle Juszczyk? That'd be nice. Get a couple runs. Maybe throw him a pass. Highest paid fullback in the league. Man, yeah, might as well use him a little bit. Hell of a blocker, but he's an offensive weapon too. I'd like to see him get some love today. Give him some love. Give him the love. I said earlier about Brock. It's looking good. Never was giving him shit for missing a couple of those passes last week. Make him feel really good? Get him that deep pass. Get him that deep pass. Brock, go get that deep pass. Do it for yourself. Do it for your ego. Do it for your well-being. Do it for your haters. Do it for us, the fans. So we can all just move on and bitch about something else next week. I do expect to see a lot more George Kittle in this game, especially if Ayuk is out. Kittle he has this ability change the momentum of a game with just the way he plays, just balls out, just violent. I love it. Throwback football. Get him involved early and often. I'd like to see him on some of those middle seams that we know back in the old days, which, not just a few years ago, but it's been a while. Hit those. Yep, I like to see that. And also another one, excuse me. With Brandon being out, we could also expect to see another big game from Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings. He's been looking solid, man. I mean, he looked solid last year, but his blocking, he looks crisper. He looks a little quicker this year, too. And he is another person that people just don't talk enough about, kind of like the way Brandon was a few years ago. So look for Jennings to step up big if Ayuk's out. He might have a big game even if Brandon's in. Like I said, Brandon only might play a half, 50% of the normal snaps if he's in. Who knows? We're going to find out here in a few hours, that's for sure. And I can't wait. You ready for my score prediction? 49ers 31, Giants 3. I almost didn't want to give the Giants any points, but I think they might get a field goal. I was looking at something in the 40s. I was looking at 42, 45 to 3, 45 to 0, 48 to 7. But, I got thinking about it. We get up pretty early in this game. We could just throw this into neutral in the second half. I know Arizona did that last week and the Giants came back, but we're not the Arizona fucking Cardinals, all right? We will shut them down the second half. 31-3. That's my pick. Let me know what you guys got in the, what is that called down there? Comment section. You got a couple hours before the game starts. Yeah. Go Niners. Like and subscribe. If you don't, you are a Cowboys fan. Bye-bye. Hope you guys have a good time with the game. We will see you in my game preview or a game review